Good morning, students of class 10, well, class 9. Welcome back to the online classes now. Let's continue our lesson in history. We are talking about peasants and farmers, and we have reached India. After England, America, we will go to India. Now, 3.0 Indian farmers and opium production. Now here there are altogether 9 points I have written over here. More are there. So now British rule was established. British rule was set up in India after the Battle of Plassey in 1757. The Battle of Plassey was fought in Bengal. During that war, British army had they won the battle and they set up their rule from Bengal. First, they set up their rule in Bengal, and from there it spread all over. Surrounding areas were also captured by Britishers. So the Battle of Plassey was fought in 1757, and from there onwards British established their rule in India. But once they set up their rule politically, when they came to political power, then naturally they had the monopoly for trade and for growing various type of crops. They forced the peasants to grow the crops which they needed, such as raw materials for their industry in England. So number two, the rural landscape of India was radically transformed. The landscape of India was changed. The forests were cut down, grazing lands were converted into agricultural fields, and so on. We have learned before also during pastoralism. So number three, British saw land revenue as a major source of income. So they need an income. So the major income was from land revenue. The tax, revenue means tax. British saw land revenue, land tax as a major source of income. So later on they increased the taxes. Year by year they increased the taxes, and the area of cultivation was also increased. The forests were cut down and grasslands were converted into agricultural fields, and from there they used to collect taxes as well as raw materials or crops. For this, to increase revenue, to increase the taxes or income, forest and pasture land disappeared. Slowly forest and pasture lands were disappeared. Means the area was reduced. The rural area during this period, during 19th century, the rural area in the villages, the peasants or farmers produce a range of crops. Range means a variety of crops for the world market. They used to produce various crops for the world market, such as indigo, opium, cotton, jute, etc. They used to grow various types of pulses, fruits, and export to foreign countries. But for the world market, such as indigo, opium, cotton, jute, etc. Indigo and opium, they were commercial crops. Indigo and opium were the major commercial crops that were exported to European countries. Indigo, it's a natural color to coloring. They used indigo to color the cotton cloth. After manufacturing cotton cloth, they used to color it with indigo. So that's a natural color, organic color. And opium is actually it's a drug. It was exported to China. The merchant used to export opium to various parts of the world. Previously opium was used as a medicine, but later on they were addicted and they started growing more. So now Indigo and opium were the major commercial crops grown in India. By the end of 19th century, what happened? By the end of 19th century, peasants were producing various type of crops such as sugarcane, cotton, jute, spices, wheat, indigo, etc. for export to European countries to feed the growing population of the urban Europe. In European countries, the population was growing, and even industrialization was done. Yeah, industrialization was taking place at that time. So they needed raw materials as well as food grains to feed the growing population. So these wheat and raw materials from India were supplied to European countries. Especially it was done by Britishers once they set up political power. How did Indian cultivators respond? Now, once the Britishers set up political power in India, how did the Indian cultivators respond to their entry? Now the Britishers entered in the world trade. How did these cultivators and merchants respond to their entry into the modern world of international trade? How did they respond? We'll talk about in our next class. And next one, what did colonial rule mean to peasants or farmers in India? So what did the peasants and the farmers think about colonial rule, about political power of the British? So lot of changes took place after that. We'll continue our lesson in our next class. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and keep on studying at home regularly. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. That's all.